guys, so you guys know that Mother's Day is about a week and a half away, okay? So I'm gonna be showing you 24 patterns because it's 2024. But if you like me and you have no time, you need something easy because your kid, your hub, your babe, your partner, or whoever taking you out to eat, but you need something sexy, cute, and will fit the bill, well, I'm gonna be giving you 24 patterns that takes less than 4 hours to make, okay? So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing 24 patterns that you can sew up this week in less than 4 hours so you can have a nice, sexy Mother's Day dress. Now, I kept all of the patterns easy, yes, easy for you to sew within 4 hours. That is the sewing time. Now, you guys, cutting and prepping does not count in this 4 hours. It's just sewing time is 4 hours, all right? So I chose 4 patterns from each brand: Simplicity, McCall's, Vogue, Butterick, New Look, and Know Me patterns, okay? So I just chose 4 from each pattern brand to give me 24 patterns. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour, Tarve. If you're returning, you guys know what to do. Quick snack, something to drink, grab those notebooks. I'm gonna keep this video short, sweet, and just get straight to the point. So without further ado, go ahead and get you a snack and some tea or whatever drink of your choosing, and let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right, so I'm gonna break this down into Simplicity, McCall's, Vogue, Butterick, Know Me brand, and New Look, okay? So let's go ahead and start off first with the Simplicity patterns. Now, most of the Simplicity, McCall's, Vogue, and Butterick, most of those are ones that I have in PDF because they are newer patterns as well. So I'll be showing those, but I also pull patterns from my stash as well that I'm gonna be sharing with you today, all right? So let's go ahead and get into the first pattern. Now I'm going to put the pattern up on the screen. However, I may not be putting the pattern pieces up on the screen simply because I would have to do a lot of work, but we'll see when I get to the editing process. If I have time, I'll put the pattern pieces up on the screen so you're able to see it. That's only if I have time to do that, but I'll definitely be putting the pattern up on the screen for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the first one, which is Simplicity 9925. And for 9925, this pattern is a pant, knit, shrug, and a top pattern. Now, this one is part of, I believe, the Simplicity Spring collection. So it may not be in your store. However, if you order it from simplicity.com during one of their sales for like $4.99, you're able to get it, print it off, and then go ahead, tape it together, and sew it together. Now, I'm selecting this pattern for the shrug and the knit top, okay? Now, I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was like 3 pattern pieces when I showed you that I purchased it in PDF. But you could take that knit top and extend it to make it a dress, and it would be a sexy Mother's Day dress or Mother's Day top in a shrug, and then just put some elasticated pants on and you're good to go in and out the door, all right? But that's 9925. Let's go ahead and get into the next pattern. So the next one is 9926, and this is a top and pant pattern. Now, the reason why I'm selecting this one is for that cape, and you could put on some elasticated pants because I know everyone does not like, you know, skirts and dresses for a Mother's Day outing with their children. I mean, sometimes it depends on the day and where we're going, okay? So I'm choosing this cape because this cape is a super easy top that you could put in your wardrobe, not only for Mother's Day, but for those sophisticated days as well, all right? But this is 9926. Moving over to the next one is 9788. Now this one is a top and a skirt pattern for my under 30s. I'm gonna say a majority of my under 30 ladies that watch me, and then some of you guys who love to go roll in their 40s, you guys will love this pattern, okay? So you have a crop top and a knit skirt. Super simple pattern that you can do as well. So that's why I put this one on the list, all right? Let's get into the last simplicity pattern that I chose. Of course, you guys know I had to put this Mimi G pattern that hit the runways last spring and summer. It is 97.76 and 97.77. Erotica B. Cole, needle in the bill. She's on 97.77. This was a hit for South Florida Frocktail last year. And you guys know this pattern is one of those quick, easy patterns that you can sew up. There is a sew along on Mimi G's YouTube channel as well. Once again, it's 97.76 and 97.77. Let's go ahead and get into the McCalls, 4 McCall patterns that I selected. Now, these are all newer patterns. It is the early spring 2024 patterns that I selected. I have these in PDFs. So let's get into the first one, which is McCall's 8475. And this pattern right here is a super easy pattern that you can do for like an evening gown. You do not have to make it as an evening gown. You can have it to your knees and be good to go. Minimal pattern pieces for sure. There is a sew along for it. Raven Marine, she did the sew along for this pattern as well. Once again, it's McCall's 8475. Next pattern, 8476. So with this pattern right here, I showed you guys this when I talked about going to see Mo from Sketch Sew Mo, and this dress looked like a dress that I seen in Michael Kors window, the window display. So I'm putting this one on the list because it's an easy to sew knit bodice style dress. I mean, it's like a throw on dress in and out the door. One thing that I do like about this dress is half of it is knit and half of it is woven. So you could do the mismatch, you know, of the knit and the woven. So I felt like this one would be a good one that you could do for your Mother's Day festivities. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next pattern, which is 8482 or 8483 for our women's sizes. All right. So this is the top and skirt. Now, the skirt, do at your own risk. That's not the one that I was going for. The top, you can extend that top. It's super minimal pattern pieces. You can do it as a crop top and wear some high-waisted pants with it, or you can extend the top and use the ties or the sash that goes with it, make it a long dress and have the ties at the end and tie it around in a bow or whatnot. You can do that as well. For the top. So that's why I selected this pattern. You could do it as a top, you could do it as a peplum, you could do it as a midi, maxi, whatever you choose. Just make a long strip of fabric in order to do that for, you know, if you decide to hack the pattern as well. All right, but this one is 8482 and 8483. Let's go ahead and move into the last McCall pattern, which is 8450. Now, this one is one that I shared with you guys as part of the South Florida Frocktails, like a pattern that you could do for frocktails. This one would be great for 2 reasons. I believe Adra, I think she made this pattern for South Florida Frocktail, as well as Joanna from So Very Jo. I think both of them did this one for this year's South Florida Frocktail. And what I know, So Very Jo did this pattern for that. And one thing I want to say is that this one is a dress, a jumpsuit, and an overskirt. Now, the overskirt is 3 pattern pieces. That's not what I was going for. What I was going for is the dress or the jumpsuit, minimal pattern pieces. I think it's like 6 pattern pieces, in and out the door, you're good to go. Now, one thing that I wanted to do with this Mother's Day 24 easy to sew pattern is give you options, a top, some bottoms, a dress, a skirt, something like that. And a jumpsuit is in this one if you want to wear a jumpsuit for your Mother's Day festivities as well. All right. But this one is 8450. Now let's go ahead and move into the Butterick pattern. Now, first things first is this is a 2-piece set. Butterick 6975. Now you guys know I have already said that I'm going to be doing a sew along for this pattern, so stay locked for that. I want to drop that pretty soon, hopefully this upcoming week. You guys know last week was Atlanta Frocktails, so I was super busy behind the scene doing that, so I'm working to get it done. All right, I'm hoping to get it done before this video which I won't, but hopefully I'll get it done next week to post it, you know, coming up on the channel as well. But this is $69.75. What I'm looking at is the jacket and the pants for that one. Super, super mini pattern pieces. Not a lot of pattern pieces going on for this pattern as well. But once again, it's $69.75. Moving over to the next one, I actually have this one, and this one is $67.68. This pattern right here. Now this one, if I remember, is a no-notion pattern. You only need single fold bias tape, which you can make facing as well if you choose. But this one right here would be a nice sexy top that you can do for Mother's Day. But once again, it's $67.68. Moving over to the next pattern is $69.46. I'm sorry, $69.76. And this one is an easy two-piece. So the top is like a wrap top, and then you have elasticated pants. I chose this one for those who love like a loungy fit, like a beach. You're going to the beach. You can wear this pattern to the beach. If you're having like a picnic, like an early picnic before Memorial Day, you can wear this pattern as well. So that's why I selected this pattern to put in this Mother's Day, you know, patterns that you can sew up relatively quickly. Once again, this is Butterick $69.76. Moving over to the next one, I picked this one up in PDF as well. It's Butterick 7001. Now this is a three-piece set. All pieces are easy to sew. You have your cardigan, you have your tank, and you have your pants. Everything's easy to sew. You can mix and match how you choose, okay? So that one is one that you definitely want to sew up less than 4 hours, you guys. Once again, it's Butterick 7001. Now, those are all the Butterick patterns. Let's go ahead and move into the Vogue pattern. 4 Vogue patterns. The first one, you guys know, I have to start off with the DVF pattern. Yes, Vogue 2000 or Vogue 2040. All right. Now, both of those patterns are super good that you can sew up. There is a sew along by Mimi G for Vogue 2000. I have not seen a sew along for Vogue 2040 yet. I'm not saying that it's not one, but I have not seen a sew along go up for that pattern just yet. All right. Once again, it's DVF pattern, Vogue 2000 or Vogue 2040. Let's go ahead and move over to the next pattern, which is a Vogue 9278. Now this one is just like a slip style dress with a back zipper. Okay. I think I mentioned this pattern before when I was talking about special occasion patterns, and I think this one is actually in that video. I'll go ahead and link to that video in the description box below, and I'll put it up on the screen right here so you're able to see that. All right, but this is Vogue 9278. Moving over to the next one is 9258, and this one is like the same pattern as one of the new look patterns that was just released for the summer. Okay, I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see that. I just don't remember the number right off the top of my head. Yes, I put this one up for a reason, to let you guys know that if you do not want to pay $5.99 for this Vogue pattern, you can order it on simplicity.com and get it for, I think it's $3.99 with tax, like $4 something. And then you have to pay a $7 shipping on simplicity.com unless you spend, I believe, $75. Then it's free shipping. Here's the thing. For that situation, and because it's not in PDF, you might as well just wait for Joann's to have it in store instead of paying a $7 shipping fee to get patterns. Now, if you do not stay close enough to a Joann's, it may be beneficial for you, okay? Now, I do stay close to a Joann's. However, I noticed that new look patterns are not available in my store. None of the new look patterns are in my store. Plus, they're all repeats. So in that case, I might just, most of them I already have in like Vogue or whatever. So I'll look through my stash and see which ones I have. All right. But once again, it's Vogue 9258. Moving over to the next pattern is Vogue 1952. Now this is a sexy wrap dress. And you guys know that Anita by Designs, she not only smashed this dress, and look gorgeous in it, but she also did a sew along for this dress as well. I'll go ahead and link to that in the description box below as well. Go check out Miss Anita by Designs sew along for this pattern if you are interested, all right, in doing this pattern. All right, but that is Vogue 1952, and the last Vogue pattern is Vogue 9011. Now this one is a two-piece set, a jacket, and a pair of pants. The reason why I put it on there is because sometimes us mothers do not want to be dressed up in a dress all the time. So I'm giving, like I mentioned before, I'm giving other options outside of just a dress that you could do, feel comfortable, and still go out the house and look sexy. All right? Because you got to be sexy from the inside to the outside. All right? But it's Vogue 9011. Those are all the Vogue patterns that I chose. Let's go ahead and get into the Know Me patterns. All right? So all of the Know Me patterns, I think except for one, I actually have. So the first Know Me pattern that I selected is, of course, Ella from Handmade Millennial. It's 2033. Now, once again, super easy pattern to sew. Of course, all the Know Me pattern designers have sew alongs on the, I think it's on the Simplicity, I think it's on the Simplicity YouTube channel now, but it's 2033. And this pattern, super safe. I like the fact that you could color block this pattern. So that's why I went ahead and chose this pattern. Once again, it's 2033. Next pattern is Ironica Needle and the Bell. It's 2050. Super simple throw-on dress with a tie or sash. So I thought this would be super easy to sew. 2050 is the pattern number. Next pattern is Brittany J. Jones pattern, 2040. Super easy to sew. Brittany has a sew along for this one on the simplicity.com channel. I think it's Simplicity YouTube channel that all of the Know Me patterns and the pattern designers are doing them on Simplicity YouTube channel now. But this is 2040. And the last one I picked up in PDF is Ella from Handmade Millennial 2076, which is one of the new Know Me patterns that just came out as well. Super simple dress with a little bit of gathering going on and kind of like an asymmetrical style dress. I like that vibe, so that's why I went ahead and chose it. Once again, it's 2076. Now those are all the Know Me patterns. So let's go ahead and get into the new look pattern. So of course, you guys know it's 4 new look patterns that I chose from my stash. And I talked about this one before. So the first one is New Look 6546. You guys know I talked about how you can do like this little kimono style top and the pair of pants. All pattern pieces are easy to sew, okay? View A, B, and C, easy to sew. 3-piece set, you don't have to do 3-piece. You can do 2-piece, you can do 1-piece. But this is a New Look 6546. Next pattern is a New Look 6414. A super easy basic top, and it's easy to sew. Now this one, depending on what view you do, you will need 3/8" buttons. However, you guys know I said if you are like me, do not like buttons in the back, because who's gonna button it up? You gotta button it up before you get home and then ask somebody to help you unbutton the back. Yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. So therefore, I just use ties in the back of my top. But once again, it's 6414. Next pattern is 6697. Yes, the skirt and the top. And I have a complete sew along for both of those on my channel. So this pattern is a complete sew along for the top and the skirt that I have here on the channel. I will go ahead and put it up on the screen and also link to it in the description box below, as well as on the end screen. This is a great business style, you know, 2-piece set, as well as great for Mother's Day as well. I actually wore this last year for Mother's Day, so that's why I went ahead and put it on the list for this year. It's 6697. And the last pattern is one of my favorite patterns. I have done this pattern so many times. I have used the sleeve to this pattern for something else so many times. This pattern needs a new, fresh copy for sure. This is a New Look 6698. I have a complete sew along for this pattern on the channel as well. I love the puff sleeve, view A. And I think this is a 5 or 6 pattern piece. All you need is buttons, but I walk you through all of it, as well as some elastic if you are doing view A. Once again, it's New Look 6698. Well, those are all 24 patterns that I selected from, 4 from every brand, 6 different brands: Simplicity, McCall's, Nomi, Butterick, Vogue, and New Look patterns that you could sew up in less than 4 hours, because you know us moms, we have no time to, sew something complicated. So I kept it simple and something that can fit the bill. Well, that's all for you guys today. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time your girl uploads a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video, and as always, keep sewing.
They wanna know what I'm on. Got diamonds dancing on my neck, that is the vibe I'm on. Drip, way too lit, who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect, and my money long. If you ain't talking money, don't talk to me. I be over here where the bosses be. Pockets on thick, cause I eat my greens. Way too hot, 3,000 degrees. No pictures, please. Cameras flashing, I'm VIP, I'm a big deal. My life a movie, I'm the one they wanna be.